What's up, everyone? Jason C. here. The time is now 1986 Donruss Wax Box Break. This is a bonus break for the sponsors that we had in the charity break. Let's see. Eric J. upper left, Danny R. lower right, Michael H. lower left, and Roger M. is the upper right. And we're going to go through and just rip this. This is a bonus break. 86 Donruss is a fun box, a really fun set. We've done this before. We did hit some pretty cool cards. Let's see if we can do it again. Eric J's up first, so let's start with the upper left like we always do. And this isn't from a sealed case or anything, but let's just rely on the goodwill of our fellow man and trust that these are unsearched. I've had these for a while, actually. I do have good luck, Eric J. Let's rip right in. From a sealed case, Donruss 86, kind of like vaulted, just because it's one of my favorite sets. But I noticed there's a nice Saberhagen right out of the gate. Nice. But I found this looking for something else and was like, let's do this in a fun break coming up. Nice Ray Knight. Nice, Cal Ripken Jr. right in the first pack. That's definitely sleevable. Eric J. And try to keep these puzzle pieces together. And let's set up, you know what? I bought, I don't know if any of you guys are on the wax group. There's a wax group that where some of the guys sell some stuff and unopened and wax group, and I bought the 84 vending box that I opened. There was a little bit of controversy about that, and I think the guy returned some. I bought the last two boxes the guy had. One of them is damaged. It's right over here. The corner of that one doesn't look damaged at all. I thought they were good value. I didn't hit the strawberry, so I kind of wanted to hit the strawberry, and I trusted the guy. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy the last two. It's a nice Ron Darling right on front. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Juan Samuel, Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. Pretty good centering on these so far. And there's the puzzle painting all put together. And pack number 3 for Eric J. Seal was a little bit different on this one. Hopefully it's just a weird anomaly. It was sealed just a little different. Don't want my spider sense to tingle or anything, because that happens. There's a Rick Surhoff, Wegman, Ron Guidry, nice. Dave Righetti, and Martinez. Sleeve this Guidry, in case you're a Yankees fan. Oops, that's the wrong sleeve size. There we go. All right, pack number 4 for Eric J. We're obviously looking for the Canseco, Fred McGriff, Cecil Fielder, Corey Snyder, Dave Kingman, Paul O'Neil, Mike Scott, Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Looks to be pretty nice condition. Pretty good centering on that. But this is a pretty good set. And of course, for all of us old school fans, a Gooden, a Mattingly, a Boggs, the cards that, Puckett, that at the time were the most valued. And of course now, like with any of the 80 sets, Nolan Ryan, R.J. Reynolds, George Brett, nice. Mike Heath, Bob Kipper. So in this one, we're not getting the double rated rookie. I noticed in another box that I did, we did get that, but I noticed that in some boxes that's not always the way they collated them with two rookies. I hope that doesn't mean we have less of a chance of hitting a Jose because there's half the rookies. I hope not, but that's nothing to get excited about. The just seeing one rookie. I'd like to see doubles, though. That's pretty cool. McCaskill. There's a nice Henderson. All right, cool. Vanberg, and no Jose, no Crime Dog yet, but some nice Hall of Famers, and in pretty nice condition. All of these guys, nothing too bad so far. All right, 3 packs left for Eric J. So I wanted to dedicate this box opening to Jack of All Trades. What a good movie that is. If you guys haven't seen it, just, you have to watch this on mute or something, because I don't want to spoil anything. But Oil Can Boyd, I mean, is he too cool for the rim or what? Check him out. Mark Clear, and then Mookie Wilson laying down a bunt. Great movie. I really liked it. Highly recommend it. It's it's got its moments where it's not the greatest, but overall, I mean, it really any of us that were fans of baseball in the 80s, 90s, it really at least there's going to be some moment in the movie where there's a Pete Rose Diamond Kings, nice, where it just pulls on your heartstrings, like some moment or another. And it seems like Stu is about 2 years younger than me, and that's really good centering on that Pete Rose Diamond Kings. There's probably some value to that in a PSA 10. Good luck, Eric J. Last pack, and still looking for the Jose or the Crime Dog. If honestly, Alfredo Griffin, very nice guy, Alfredo Griffin, by the way. Who was he playing with? It would have been towards the end of his career. He came back and gave me an autograph. I didn't have any. I hope I still have it in my trunk. I didn't have anything on me because my parents, my sister, had all gone, and he was running sprints along the edge of like the outfield as I was leaving, and it was way after the game. And I called him over, and he kind of like hung his head for a second, but he ran over. I didn't have anything on me. I had my pen in my pocket, but I had the bags were with my parents, and I had my ticket in my pocket. And he signed the ticket stub over the fence and then threw it back to me. This is when I was like, I don't know, 13 maybe or something like that, right at the edge where I stopped kind of pestering guys for autographs. But he didn't really want to do it. So kudos to Alfredo Griffin. He wasn't with the A's because he was spring training in Florida. So it probably would have been the early 90s. But anyway, kudos to him for running over and doing that for me. Dale Murphy, look at that. That is a nice card. Look at the left to right. Tim Raines, Calvin Schiraldi, Reggie Jackson, just a little bit to the right. And no Jose for Eric J, but we hit some nice cards. That Dale Murphy is amazing with the centering, actually. Look at that centering, left to right. Is it a little low? Is it just like a millimeter too low? Anyway, some nice cards for Eric J in the upper left. We don't hit our chase card, but either which way, we're having fun. This was all for charity, and we're all free rolling. Roger M is up in the upper right, and good luck, Roger M. And we'll see if we can hit something with Roger M. You can see the wax burn on some of these. They just burned with the wax a little bit. But I've seen that before, so no worries. Kirk Gibson, that's pretty nice centering, actually. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that. Diamond King with perfect centering. Brett Butler, Jim Rice, Clint Hurdle. And let's set this right here so we can get Roger M stack going. But I really enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed the I wish they should do like an extended. If any of the guys, I'm gonna put like Jack of All Trades in the title. If Stewart or any of the guys like run across this video, do a bonus scene where you guys just show the entire '86 Donruss break, because I really liked when his dad was like, you know, he saw a couple of the players, and I forget, he named like 2 or 3 guys in a row, and he's like, it's impossible because they're using different sheets. And I think he meant I think just his intuition was this is not the Canseco sheet that we're going through, or something like that. It just felt like he knew the Canseco wasn't going to be there from what he was going through. But I don't know, it'd just be interesting to kind of hear his commentary going through the whole box. Oh wow, look at that, nice Dwight Gooden right on front. Centering might not be perfect, but what a sharp card. Very nice. Johnny Ray, Mel Hall, Wiggins, McGee, Abrego, Kearney, Goose Gossage, and Greg Brock. Go ahead and sleeve that Gooden for you real quick. Of course, one of the fun scenes in the movie was when Stu goes to visit Canseco, and you know, he is our chase card of the night, maybe neck and neck with McGriff, but you know, Canseco certainly in terms of star power and historically, I mean, at one point, just ungraded. There's, you know, near mint it was over $100 card, in any condition. There's a nice Eric Davis with pretty good centering. I'll sleeve that for you. Hershiser, just a little off cut on that. And that was a pretty interesting scene. Canseco finally is looking his age just a little bit. Really not looking his age, but what is he, his late 50s now? He's you know, he doesn't look his age really. But up until a few years ago when I would see him, I'd be like, what is going on? Because the dude looks 10 years younger than me, and I know it's a lot of you got an Eckersley on the back. A lot of the performance-enhancing stuff that he's on, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. There's a Canseco documentary. There's an Andre Scalaraga. Is that the error or is that not the error? I can't remember. Let's leave that for you. Tiki-thon. There's a nice Kirby Puckett. Excellent. Steve Carlton. Marty Barrett. Dravecki. I always hit a Dravecki in every break. And there's an Eckersley on the back. But yeah, he talks about how he, you know, this rookie card is probably the last photo of him with a mustache anywhere. He does have a little one on the Fleer rookie as well. All right, Roger M. We got 4 more packs to go, and still looking for that Jose. We definitely want to hit it. Larry Sheets, Bill Campbell, Bob Nepper, Sid Fernandez, Ken Griffey Sr., Wally Backman laying down on bunt, and Rick Shue. All right, 3 packs to go for Roger M. And we got a Scott McGregor on the back. George Bell on the front. Vince Coleman. I think that's his rookie card. Pretty nice condition, actually. Look at the centering on it. Is very nice. Kirk Gibson. Bob Welsh, Ken Herbeck, and Harold Baines on the back. So let's sleeve this Vince Coleman and keep rolling. Cards are in pretty good condition, and the centering is, you know, it's not always perfect, but overall it's been pretty darn good. Kind of feel like if we hit one of our cards, it's going to be pretty decent. There's Jose Guzman started out. And there's a Paul Molitor. Let's leave that for you. Don Baylor. Alvin Davis. Mike Witt. Slayton. And we're down to our last pack for Roger M. Let's see if we can hit that. Jose or the Crime Dog. Either one. Want to hit both, obviously. But let's see what we got here. Mike Young, De Leon, Hoffman, Youngblood, Gary Carter. Nice card. Nice Parrish. We hit the Jose. It's a little off cut. Oh, we hit the Jose, though. Look how sharp it is. Look how sharp the corners are. Right in the middle of the pack. Oh, it's just a little off cut. It is so sharp. I'm putting that in a one-touch. Oh, it's so sharp. The corners are ridiculous. And the edges. I mean, everything's a 10, but the centering. Oh, Roger M in the last pack. We hit it. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and one-touch this guy really quick. That is amazing. Look at that. Look at the corners. They're like razors. Oh, I haven't turned it over yet, of course. Relax. Yeah, it's. I mean, the centering isn't perfect, but the edges and the corners are. The printing is. There's something right on his forehead, but that's probably dust. I'm hoping anyway. Can't really tell if that's lifted off the card or not. But anyway, we hit it, Roger M. Awesome. That is awesome because you do not hit. You do not always hit the Jose. And are you kidding me? Like the third best card in the set. This is the Cecil Fielder. Really nice final pack for Roger M. All right. Look at that. The centering isn't perfect on the Cecil Fielder, but again, look at the corners on these dark bordered cards. Perfect corners are. We've still got 3 cards to go. Spillner, and there's Eric Schau. So the last pack saved the stack for Roger M. And we'll leave this. We'll leave Roger M's right there, just to give us some love. Let's hit a second one for Michael H. Michael H. hit the Jose last time. You were 1 pack away. It looks like Michael H. this time. But let's see if we can. It's birthday week for Michael H. So maybe he can. He did have the best night on our 89-90 Hurricane break. Good luck, Michael H. First pack for Michael H. With the 2 Randy Johnsons, and by the way, those are stacked up over there. I really haven't looked at them again, but I did look at the video, kind of scrolling through. George Foster. Centering looks really good on both of those. Nice Ozzie Smith with really good centering. Both those Randy Johnsons in the upper deck. Just at first glance, I would probably, because I know you have a couple cards you're talking about sending in, I would probably, let me clean up some of these packs. These packs pile up so quick. I'd pick the better of those 2 and maybe grade 1, because that probably has a chance at a PSA 10. Ozzie Smith. Let's go ahead and we'll recap. I don't want to confuse anything with. We know that's Roger M's Jose. Michael H wants his own. Little backdrop to start. So second pack for Michael H. Dennis Rasmussen on the back. Jim Gantner. There's a nice Hershiser. Buddy Bell, Gagne, Storm Davis, Mike Woodard, Don Slott, Don Sutton, Ed Whitson, and there's the Rasmussen. All right, third pack for Michael H. And we got an Odeby McDowell in the back. This is his first Donruss card, but he did have a 85 tops. Darnell Coles. USA team card. Rod Carew, Hall of Famer. Joe Carter. Danny Heap, and there's the Odeby. Back in 1986, this probably would have booked it like $1.50, maybe $2 or something like that. He was one of the kind of mid-tier rookies that a lot of guys started speculating about and kind of hoarding rookies of. I remember he was probably like the 3rd best USA card to have after McGuire and Snyder. There's a Mark McLemore rookie, Jack Clark. There's a nice Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver green. There's 2 versions of this, and I don't know which one. There's one that's a little more desirable. Is it the green or the yellow? There's a Tony Gwynn. I'm going to sleep both of those because I'm not sure. there's a green and a yellow, and one is more desirable than the other. It's not like, you know, a super short printed error card or anything, but one is, it may be the yellow actually. I think the yellow is not the green, but both these cards look sharp though, especially this Tony Gwynn. Very nice. All right. So yeah, Stu says in the movie, I've kind of felt bad for him after opening that box on camera, and you know, could tell they set the whole thing up with his dad, and you know, this one thing like, I want to open 86 Donruss, and doesn't hit it, and he says that he's probably, and I'm sure he might have been exaggerating, but he said he opened 1,000 packs or more. I'm sure he means hundreds probably over the years, because his dad did own a card shop, so, and never hit a Jose ever. So Dwight Gooden, nice. I know it's not that big. This was the card to hit though when these packs were out. Like it still kind of sends a charge. Even before the Jose was big later in the year, when this set first came out, when I first opened them, you were looking for that card, the Dwight Gooden. You were looking for the Don Mattingly, and there's another Abrego. So it just never fails to like kind of startle me into, yes, we hit, and then it's like, okay, well, you know, it's not considered the greatest card anymore, but I don't care. If you were collecting back then, you know what I mean. And there was a earlier this year, there's a really nice Danny R. If you haven't read it, in Beckett in the spring, there's an Eric Davis, a little bit low off cut. Sorry, I'm pulling those a little low. Article in Beckett on Doc Gooden, and a lot of his cards a little off cut. Earl Hershiser, Holland, Mosby, and Soto. That I really enjoyed. This guy was trying to get every Doc Gooden card, and you know, was kind of like saying like, the more I bought, the more cards I realized there were, and etc. But I'm not sure if Danny R was collecting back then, but I know he's a Mets fan. I was collecting back then, and I know what the guy's talking about. Andres Galarraga again, nice. And it seems like we did hit that before. Didn't we hit this same pattern before? I think we did, actually. I'm not sure. I don't think it was the pack before Jose, but I'm going to sleeve both of these cards. It has Fernando Tatis on the cover. So it's earlier this year, 2019, maybe in the spring. And pretty good article on Doc Gooden you probably like. All right, so last pack for Michael H. Let's see if we can hit something for you. We got a Ken Griffey Sr. on the back. And Tom Browning, Eck, Sheets, Lopez, Nepper, Flannery, Fernandez, and Griff Sr. So we don't hit it for Michael H. But we hit some pretty cool cards. A few Hall of Famers and some stars, a couple rookies. So not a bad stack. And let's move on to our final stack, Danny R. And I would love to have we haven't hit the Crime Dog yet. We hit Cecil Fielder and Jose in the same pack. We haven't hit the Crime Dog. We haven't hit Paul O'Neil. And I'm sure that Danny R would love to hit a Jose, Strawberry Ryan. We did hit Ripken, Gwynn, Boggs. But I'd like to see a nice different stack here and round it out and hit all of our chase cards. Let's move that stack right there. All right, Wally Backman laying down a bunt. We did see him before. George Bell, Vince Coleman, rookie. Ted Simmons, Gibson, Martinez, Gibson, and Welch. Go ahead and sleeve this Vince Coleman. Pretty good centering on that. This was one of the hot rookies when the set was out for sure. 100 solo bases as a rookie. Try that now. There'll be, writing songs about you in the city you play for. They don't steal bases anymore like that. Harold Baines, Kuzman, we did hit him before, but Paul Molitor. Let's leave that. Looks pretty good, actually. Don Baylor. So we have hit some of these guys before, but, you know, like I almost want to look at Roger M. Stack there and see who was in that, because it's I almost feel like we're getting close to Jose, because we did hit some of these guys before. So good luck, Danny R. And let's see if we can shake out another really nice card here. Hudson, Young, DeLeon, Hoffman, Youngblood, Gary Carter, Todd Worrell. All right, nice. He was Rookie of the Year in the National League that year for all his saves. The year that Jose was Rookie of the Year in the American League. All right. Got a Johnny Ray Diamond Kings on the back. So anyway, nice. Cecil Fielder. Awesome. So yeah, again, the centering isn't perfect on the Cecil. It's not terrible. Didn't we hit Jose in the Cecil pack? Feels like we did. There's a Ryan Sandberg. We haven't seen that one before. Nice. Let's see both of those. Jerry Davis. And there's the Johnny Ray. I just made an offer, actually, on the Wax group. This guy was selling Donruss from a sealed case. I made an offer to buy, like, you know, at a discount. So we'll see if we... Hopefully he's not offended, because I try to do it in the most cheerful way possible. But I made an offer on 83, 81, and 86. Of course, we're doing 86, but, you know, just probably for my collection, just to throw one back in the collection. This is just one of my favorite sets. It's such a nice looking set. But we haven't done 81 or 83 of any year, and that'll keep the price low on buy-in, because it's the Donruss. 83 tops is, you know, kind of ridiculous in price. You know, it'd almost be like $400. I mean, $100 a stack from a sealed case. It looks like, which I just don't. That seems to be the magic number. Andre Dawson with nice Darryl Strawberry. I know Danny R. will like that. Look at the centering on the Strawberry. Nice. I don't like breaks over $100. It Marty Clary. It just seems to be the magic number where, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with someone spending $100 and then not hitting anything. Like $20, $40, and then, you know, all right, you hit $20 worth of cards, and, you know, all right, that's fun. If it's 100, like the Donruss break, where it's like $140, that one was like, you know, I just didn't like that. So I think we're just going to stick to Willie Upshaw. To breaks where I can sell a stack for less than $100. 2 packs left for Danny R. Let's see if we can hit someone we haven't seen. We really want to hit Fred McGriff and Paul O'Neil. And, of course, another Jose. Stanley. Howard Johnson. Cal Daniels. All right. Pretty cool. Good rookie. Mike Brown, Dave Steeb. Not the rated rookie we really want, but not too bad. He doesn't have the most smug look on his face ever. But I'm going to do maybe like every, you know, Jabs does, last pack for Danny R. Jabs does every other, or does every Thursday, I think, Throwback Thursday. I think maybe I'll do every other, maybe Wednesday, something like that for like a throwback break. And try to keep, you know, into the 82 Donruss, 82, you know, where it's nice. We get a Darren Daulton on the back. It's one of the better rookies that's not named Fred or Jose. And, all right, good luck. Carlton Fisk, Danny R., Greg Nettles, Sean Dunston, Bruce Benedict, Hubie Brooks, Meredith, Moore, George Bell Diamond Kings, and there's the Darren Daulton. I thought that was his rookie card. It is. He's just not a rated rookie. Or it's not. Did he have a... Looks like he was called up early, and then... I don't know. Seems like that is his rookie card. But either which way, we had a pretty good box overall. We didn't hit the Crime Dog. We hit 2 Cecil Fielders. We'll go through all these stacks. Danny R., Cal Daniels, Darryl Strawberry, Cecil Fielder, Todd Worrell, Sandberg, Coleman, and Molitor, all in pretty good shape. So that's a pretty good stack. Michael H. had the Andre Scalaraga, Kirby Puckett, Dwight Gooden, Tony Gwynn, the Tom Seaver Green, and nice Ozzie Smith. And Eric J started us out with some pretty nice cards. I think that the Ripken and the Pete Rose were the nicest. There's a nice Dale Murphy, actually, that's I mean, anytime you get if you can get a PSA 10 Dale Murphy, someone's going to buy it from me. There's so many Dale Murphy collectors. Same thing with Pete Rose. That's a pretty good border on the Pete Rose. I'd look into that too. Henderson, maybe not perfect centering. Same thing with the Brett. Eddie Murray has really nice centering and nice border. Guidry, or nice corners. And then Ripken is just has a nice cuts everywhere, just a little bit to the left. And then Roger M had the best stack, of course, hitting hit the Cecil Fielder right here. Not perfect centering. If I remember right, it was Michael H. hit a Cecil Fielder that had absolutely perfect centering, I thought, anyway, at first glance. This one's not perfect, but the corners are perfect. Paul Molitor, Vince Coleman, Andre Scalaraga, Eric Davis. Yeah, we saw a few of these guys in Danny R, but we didn't hit the Jose again. Kirby Puckett, Doc Gooden. Pretty good border on the Doc Gooden. Kirk Gibson. And then, drum roll, we hit the Jose. Not absolutely perfect, obviously, but look at those corners. I mean, sharp. Just nothing wrong with those corners. Just razors. All of them. No dings. Put it right in the one touch. That is just a clean card. Nice printing. It looks like there is one little white dot there, but I'm like, 90% certain that's just a piece of, puzzle dust or something. So really nice Jose. So that makes me feel good that we hit the Jose. Nice bonus break. We land on our feet. So I thank you guys again for buying in. We donated all of the buy-ins for Hurricane Dorian. This was our bonus break for that. And look for another break listed soon in the next few days. I'm going to pick out the next throwback break. I got a couple options, but I'll see if this guy accepts my offer on the Donruss from Seal Case Boxes. And one of those will probably be our next break if he does. If not, then, I'll surprise you guys. So hope you enjoyed it. 86 Donruss. We hit our chase card, not all of our cards, but successful break. And we'll see you guys for another break soon. Thanks. Bye.